Yo, what's going on, guys, man? Decided to go live and just talk to you guys about the A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 3 release. I wanted to do a video on it, but I figured that would take a little bit too long, and I just wanted to just reach out. I know we normally do this on, Fridays or whatever. No, I was planning on being on here for like super long or anything like that. But couple things for the new people that are watching right now or possibly watching this on the playback. Man, we are really getting close to 15K, guys. We're like 400 and some change away. And as you guys know, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away any sneaker, any size, up to $500 on a live stream. Probably going to be on a Friday night Soul to Soul podcast that we always do. And it's just like a randomizer, and it's open to everyone. So what I'm asking you guys to do is, if you're brand new here or you haven't yet already subscribed, to hit that subscribe button. Share these live streams out, share my videos out, let people know what we got going on over here. Let's hit that like button as well as you guys are coming in, because it does help to put these live streams and my content out in front of more people so we can hit that 15K. Because listen, I want to do this at 15, 18, and then try to get to 20K by the end of the year. So we can run this giveaway 3 times in the next like 4 months. You know what I mean? So I just need your guys' help to get there, man. You guys are always super supportive, and I really appreciate it. We got a ton of subscribers over like the past week or so. It's going super well. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there quickly. But thank you for all that you guys do. And I want to talk about the A Ma Maniéres tonight. So today we saw them officially released. They released on the A Ma Maniére website. And it seemed like there was a lot of pairs, guys. It seemed like there was a lot of pairs. And that's sort of been, I guess, the history of a lot of these A Ma Maniére releases. I mean, there was a lot of the 12s, there was a lot of the 5s, there was a lot of. There really wasn't that many ones. There was a decent amount of 2s. The original 3s, maybe not so much of those. But, a lot of these releases that we've gotten, the 4s, there was a good amount of pairs. And with this release as well, we saw a lot of pairs, which is great. There's a lot of pairs out there right now. And some of these resale prices, as you see, they're, 300 and above right now. And, I know that a lot of people copped. I'm interested to see more who didn't cop. Like, did you guys actually, at the end of the day, did you guys keep that energy and decided to save your money and go for the black cement threes like a lot of people were saying? Or, at the end, as soon as they went live, like, did you just go ahead and cop? Because it's a nice shoe. It's a really nice Air Jordan 3. It's not my favorite out of the A Ma Maniére collection. And with a lot of these releases, when it comes to A Ma, and I'm a huge fan of them. I love their brand. I love what they do and everything. But, they kind of keep giving us the same thing visually. You know what I mean? Where you have the burgundy, you know, um, on the sneakers and the sale. Basically all the releases are like that, except for that Jordan 5 Dawn, which is my favorite out of the Jordan 5s. I like that one more than I like the black pair, and I have both. And, I like that one the most, maybe just because it was different. You know what I mean? Like, it was really different. And we're expected to see another, I believe it's another Air Jordan 5 A Ma Maniére in 2025 that's going to be different. It's going to have, they're calling it diffused blue right now, but that's something I'm looking forward to because it's different. It's not the same kind of thing. But I do like the consistency that they have with the releases. Some are better than others. The 12s really weren't as good. Um, And these threes right here, I mean, for me, personally, I like the shoe. I was really close to buying them today, man. I was even in queue for a little bit. Like, I almost just said F it and just bought them. But I've been saying the whole time I was going to pass on these. And I actually did pass on them. I did not buy them. I did not. But I was really close to buying them, man. I was really close because I like what A Ma Maniére does. I like the materials. I like the presentation. I like the box. I like everything that they do. And, I kind of was sitting there kind of regretting not getting them. But then at the end of the day, I kind of got to practice what I preach, right? It's like, not that there's anything wrong with getting them, because like I always said that, like, listen, don't hold me to not buying them because, I have a soft spot for A Ma Maniére. But, Black Cement 3s are coming. You know what I mean? A lot of, Reimagine 1 Black Toes are coming. Fear 4s are coming. Couple of days from now, we're going to be seeing the Air Jordan 4 White Thunders. We're going to be seeing the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Mochas. We're going to be seeing, I mean, in 2025, we're going to be seeing a ton of releases. So, I mean, it's, for me, it's one of those things where, I don't need every release anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily have to buy everything that comes out when it comes out. If I want to reach back later on and pick them up, I'll do that. But like right now, man, like just looking at a lot of these releases that are on the docket, bro, like there's so many sneakers coming out, and realistically, there's no way that any of us can afford to buy them all, right? So, when you have two sneakers that are similar, you got to think to yourself, man, which one do I really want more? For me, it's like I'm gonna get two pairs of Blacksmans for sure, for sure. And this one, I'm not saying I'm not gonna get it, but do I need it right now? I don't, and for a couple of reasons. I think I really think these will be affordable. Right now, they're 300 plus. I don't see this being what the original A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 3 is as far as price goes. I mean, anything can happen, but especially in this economy, in this day and age, I kind of feel like this will be like borderline, under 300, 300-ish, something like that. I mean, 225 is retail, so it's going to have some resale value, but I don't think it's going to be like 500 bucks or anything, like nothing crazy like that. I might even be probably more inclined to maybe try to do a trade on Trade Block or something like that, trade something else to get it, because I don't necessarily need it. And, I probably have a whole bunch of things that I could get rid of or trade in order to secure one if I want one later on. But right now, for me personally, it's just, I was more feeling, and I've said this on a lot of the live streams, I was more feeling the other Air Jordan 3 that was supposed to release, that we don't know if that's going to happen or not, that Burgundy Crush. That one interested me more. It was always my plan to where if they released them both at the same time, which it looked like they were going to at one point, which I was going to pass on this black pair and I was going to get that one, and that didn't happen with this release. So, like I said, I was really, 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 really close to buying them today, man. But I did not. So, but listen, congratulations to everybody that, was able to secure them. 225 for them plus the shipping and tax. If it was, you're probably looking around like a $250 shoe or so, something like that. And like I said, I'm more interested to see like who just didn't cop them. And you know what? Was there anybody out there? Was there anybody out there? And let me know in the chat, guys. Did you try to get them and you couldn't? You took an L? Because it seemed to me, from what I saw, it looked like everybody that wanted them got them. I didn't really see anybody saying, "Man, I took an L" or anything like that. So I'm not exactly sure that that was even, something that happened. Like there was a lot of pairs, and if you look at the resale prices, and I'll get to your comments here in a second, but if you look at the resale prices right now, in my size, they were like on GOAT, they were like 315, and then some of the bigger sizes were like 339 and things like that. And like I said, I mean, there's a lot of pairs. So, once people actually get those in hand and everything like that, and, they put them on these apps, the prices are going to come down some. And so I don't necessarily feel like if you, for some reason, missed this release today, maybe you couldn't get the size you needed or whatever, I don't necessarily feel like you should go out and pay resale for them right now, because I do think that the prices will definitely stabilize on them. So it's definitely something that you could go ahead and pick up at a later time, get yourself, a better deal than like right now. If people are buying them, they have that FOMO right now. Just it's hot right now. It's the most hype release of the month so far, or maybe the entire month period. And, so like paying the high for them right now really doesn't make sense. Yesterday, they were like, I think almost 400 in my size. They came down, what, $85 or something like that in a day. So, with as many pairs that as they put out, and like I said, I didn't really see people take L's on them. I wouldn't necessarily feel like, you got to get them right now. I would just wait it out. I know Social Status, which is also owned by the Whitaker Group, which is all moment here in Pittsburgh. Some people got W's on the raffles and they already got them in hand, or they're about to be delivered like tomorrow or the next day. And normally I would be like, like maybe wait 2, 3, 4 weeks and like just check out the prices. But with those pairs touching down, I mean, I'll probably check it within like the next like week or so to see like what happens. A Ma Maniére typically, whenever they release a sneaker, normally it takes about 2 weeks for you to get it. Maybe they've gotten a little bit better with that. Maybe they haven't. I'm not really sure. So, within the next like 1 to 3 weeks, that's where you're going to see it. The other thing is, and I'm not exactly sure if this is going to happen or not, but normally it drops on the Nike sneakers app as well. So there's additional pairs out there. And, if you didn't get them on the A Ma Maniére website, you can still cop them on the Nike sneakers app if they release. And then you're not paying, the shipping and all that because Nike sends you the sneakers for free. You just pay for the sneaker or whatever. But so that's another option at getting it for retail. But that's normally what happens. I haven't personally heard that it wasn't going to happen. And looking at the release calendar and all the stuff that's coming out right now, I mean, there's a Jordan 3 coming out pretty soon. There's a Jordan 4 White Thunders coming out. And there's really not a whole lot else. So we should probably maybe even see that load up on the Nike sneakers app if that's going to happen fairly soon, I would assume. So, like I said, I would just like hold off, be patient and stuff like that. I don't necessarily feel like you got to go ahead and just drop a bag on the sneaker right now. If you just, like I said, missed the release or just couldn't get the size you needed. But yeah, let's check out some of these comments we got here. Yo, Sosa in the building. What's up, my guy? Wishfully Thinking said this is his last cop until 2025. Ooh. That's what's up. It's gonna be tough to do, I think. Well, it would be tough for me. Maybe it's not tough for you, but congratulations on the pickup though, man. Wait, he says unless they decide on the Black Cat 3s. Black Cat 3s are in 2025 for sure. So far, well, I wouldn't say for sure, but it's for sure right now, 2025. Yo said giving up already. There's a lot of heat coming out soon. Yep. Anthony Hernandez said, "Let's get it." What's up, bro? How you doing? He said he got them in his size 8. Man, that's what's up, bro. Congrats. Marcus Crown Kick Stevens in the building. Yo. What's up, my guy? Dane Hyde said copped on EQL a few days ago. That's what's up, bro. Congratulations on that W. Fact said he got his in hand. Word. Charles Stevenson, man, where you been, my guy? Haven't seen you in a while, bro. He said, yep, he copped them. Congrats. Jay Brooks, my first A Ma Maniére dub off their website. Their website actually is pretty good at copping. They always have a good amount of pairs, man. And in the past, one good thing about them is they went ahead and canceled some of these bought orders or multiple entries and put them back on the app. I didn't pay attention to that today, so I don't know if they actually put more on the website a little bit later on or not because I was at work and I was kind of busy. So, but I've seen that a lot in the past. They've went and canceled orders and put them back on the website and let people have them, or even restocked them the following week and stuff like that. That's another reason why I would say be patient, because A Ma Maniére does that all the time. All the time. They did it with I think most famously with that, they did it with the 4s, and they did it the whole next week, I believe it was. And other times, was that same day. So like I said, if you're in the market for them, just chill out for a minute just to see what happens. DH Kick said, what's good, everyone? Hope everyone's having a blessed day. Man, same to you, bro. Fact hit on social status in Pittsburgh. That's what's up, bro. What we got? B-Boy Stance. Likes up, beautiful people. Facts. Marco said he copped 2 pairs. There you go, bro. Tamal Luna, crazy man. I hit on both raffle, A Ma Maniére, and APB. Just did it for fun, but didn't want them, so I kept my card locked. Sean says, we've been watching since day 1. Man, appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate all the support. Need sneakers to load so I can double up on these. These are beautiful. Because it's a nice shoe, man. It's a nice shoe. It's a nice shoe. I'm not saying I'm never going to get them. I'm not saying that, but I don't know, man. Some of these releases, and I'm not saying it's going to happen with this one, but some of them, man, you pay retail and then the sneaker is below retail. And I'm not saying now that's going to happen with these. I'm not saying that. But, I'm just for me, I know once we get into the fall and in the holiday season and then immediately into 2025, that's a lot of money I'm going to spend. That's a lot of money, you know. And so, I got to make certain decisions, and today was a business decision. I was just like, you know what? I like it. I don't need it. Do I want it? Yeah, I want it. But I can live without these right now. Without these right now. And I'm going to see what happens with the market. And I'm going to see, maybe, like I said, maybe I could pull some kind of trade off where I trade a double up of something else I have or whatever, maybe get them or whatever. But DH Kick said, high stock, payment problems. It was interesting. I hit on a Discord raffle. So it was big chilling today. Yeah, it was, dude, today, like I said, I was even in the queue. The queue for me, and I got in, I want to say I got in like 5 minutes late, and the queue was still only like 4 minutes. And but yeah, they have a good release, pretty much every time. It's fairly smooth. I'm not saying that they don't have their issues too, but like by and large, it's really not that bad, on there. But let's see what else. B-Boy Stan said I had a chance to get them, but dang, almost 400 Canada. Wow. Yeah, that conversion rate, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, I passed on them because I'm doubling up on the black cements. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling, man. It's kind of how I'm feeling. For me, I would rather have the black cement. I'm more of an OG kind of guy. Like, as much as I like A Ma Maniére and everything like that, like I said, I mean, got to make some decisions, man. Burr Collins in the house. Yo, salute, man. Married to Designer said, I'm passing. I'm waiting on the black cement threes. OG colors better. Really ain't make sense for me to cop these when I already have the first threes and the fours also. You know what? That's a good point too, because you know what? I feel like next month when they release the Phantoms, and that's gonna be a cop for me. I'm gonna buy those Jordan 4 Phantoms. I feel like that's the better shoe. And that's not just because it's a four. I just think it's a better looking shoe. Matter of fact, I like the original A Ma Maniére fours and everything. The Violet Ores, I like those. I actually traded them for a pair of Lost and Founds, but I did like them. But I think that these Phantoms, at first I wasn't feeling them, but I think those Phantoms are actually better than those. And at first I really didn't feel that way. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was worse, but the more and more and more and more I see him, I think like that's actually the sneaker for A Ma Maniére for 2024. I think that is the one to get more so than this one. Um, hey, that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? But I would rather have that Jordan 4 Phantom than these Jordan 3s that just came out today. Whispers of the Air Jordan 1 Low Chicago soon. You know what? That wouldn't shock me, man. It wouldn't shock me. Really wouldn't. If you look at all the Jordan 1s and stuff, everything that they're doing for 2025, for them to drop that next year actually makes sense, because I wouldn't suspect to see a high, because we're only a few years away from the Lost and Found release, so I don't see them dropping like a Chicago. You know what I mean? But a Chicago low, yeah, I could see that. I mean, they're dropping a new Travis Scott, the Fragment lows, which I think are kind of dope. Um, so yeah, I could see a Chicago low. That would be crazy. Burke Collins said I wasn't gonna buy, but I hit the EQL. Said hell, I wanted to see him in hand. Yeah, yeah, nice pick. I mean, it's a nice pickup though. Yeah. The Black Cement 3 stands alone in my opinion. No shoe should even be compared to that shoe. I hear you. 225. I got mine straight from social status. No tax, no delivery. 225 for that shoe is solid. Bob 3578 said I wasn't going to, but saw another in hand and they looked way better. Ray said, I was tempted, but 260 plus I like the Black Cement 3 more. I like the shoe, but I love the Black Cement 3. And I feel like a lot of people felt like that. Jay Veal Arroyo said, I got the W yesterday through EQL, man. Salute, my guy. And salute to all 60,000 of y'all in the building tonight, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me, all right? Social status in the store was sold out in 45 minutes of any bigger size than a men's 9. I saw another shop with a raffle, though, and really wish I had went with them. I would have saved on shipping. Shout out to Mario, man. What's up, bro? What's going on, bro? Not really feeling these threes, so I passed. I respect that. RX Fly Fishing said, did anyone take an L on the A Ma Maniére 3? Shout out to James. Hey, man, shout out to you, first of all. Thank you for being here. I didn't see nobody yet tell me they took an L. So, I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, But I didn't see not one person yet. Maybe when I get a little bit further in this, maybe somebody took an L. I don't know. 27 boy one said, passing on these dark fours until the fear fours come back. That's another tough one, man. That's another tough one. That's another one, man. White Thunder's coming out in a couple of days. Fear fours coming out real soon. Fear fours coming out real soon. Do you need both? I mean, it's a good question. I mean, that's something that we posed on the live stream, I believe Friday. It's like you buy both, that's like $500. Do you need both? I don't know. It's tough to pass on some of these, man. It's tough to pass on some of them, but like for me, the Fear 4 is the better shoe. So if you're asking me, what I'm gonna do, it's gonna be tough, man. But like I would rather have that Fear 4. I would rather have that. Jay Veal said, James, you gotta cop the Almond threes. Like I said, I might get them. I didn't get them today. I didn't even try. I didn't do any raffles. I didn't do nothing, man. I didn't do nothing. There was one point in time where like I did think like I was gonna collect all the A Ma Maniére threes, and then like I don't know. I just kind of I think it was the 12 release. There's a couple of things like that kind of irks me about the A Ma releases. Like they're always in women's sizing, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't really matter. And then they're all kind of the same. You know what I mean? It's like it's consistent and everything, and that's cool. But like I don't know, they're all the same. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I think that's why I like that Jordan 5 Dawn, like as much as I do. It's a great shoe. Materials are great. Colors are a little bit different. Still an A Ma Maniére, still looks great. Looks awesome on feet. And that one stands out. It's just different. I love the way the A Ma 4 is looking, man. Those are must caught for me. Yeah, like I said, and that's another thing. I'd rather have that one. I would rather have that Phantom 4 or Light Bone or whatever they're calling that sneaker, man. Like the reverse violet ore. I don't know what they're calling it, but I think it's called Phantom. But whatever that's called, that is the better sneaker in my opinion than this one. Jay Veal said, run them likes up, fellas. 49 people show some love. We got 80 people in the building right now. Is it confirmed that Sneakers is releasing them? I have not heard one way or the other. I believe, if you're asking me to guess, I'm going to say yes. We'll probably see an A Ma release on Sneakers. I can't remember a time when they didn't release one. They pretty much always do. It's always at a later time, though. It's always at a later time. So, maybe next month we'll see them load up on there, something like that. But I do think we'll see. I do think we'll see it, unless somebody knows better than me. But I fully expect to see it on there. Primo 87, what's up, bro? Salute. Waiting on the A Ma 4s. Yep. Official Wild Boy SK in the house. Yo, I like the first A Ma Maniére 4 more than the upcoming one, and that was what a lot of people kind of felt like, myself included at first. But the more I look at that one, that Phantom, that's a nice shoe. That's a nice shoe. I definitely would like to have that. Love Life 23 in the house. She said smashed out like button, y'all. Hey, love, did you cop it today? I know I'm pretty sure that you said you wanted them. Mm, let me put y'all onto this real quick. They fit a little bit big because they have like the that deconstructed a little bit less padding, like they do with the fives and the satin sock. Okay, so they're a little bit slimmed down a little bit, is what you're saying. Flop the Nut said almost cooked, always been cooked. Love said, I went back and forth and decided to go for them because I really do love the colorway. I hit on the raffle, so I was good to go. That's what's up, man. I knew you wanted them, so that's cool. Vic in the house. What up, Vic? How you doing, girl? Appreciate you for coming through. 27 Boy One said, what are your favorite threes you own besides the Reimagine and the Fire Reds? I don't know about like my favorite outside of that, but I'll tell you one that I wear a lot, and it's one that really ain't that hyped. And I think you probably get these for like 250, and they've been out for maybe 4 or 5 years. Is those Royal threes, that kind of look like the DJ Khaled ones. I wear those a lot for some reason. It just I don't know. I have like clothes that match it or something. Like I wear them quite frequently. Matter of fact, I used to keep them in here, and I've been wearing them so much this summer that I literally just keep them downstairs by the door. And they're not like my go to the supermarket shoe or anything like that. But like if I'm going out, like and I'm putting on something like that kind of colorway, white, black, royal blue. I've been wearing those a lot. Another one that I don't wear as often, but I've really come to like it, especially because I did a lace swap on it. Was the cool gray threes? I did a lace swap on them. As a matter of fact, I did 2 lace swaps on them. And I put red laces in it one time, and then I want to say it was, I don't know if it was white laces. I can't really remember what the other one was, but I know that the red laces is like, I don't know. They look super clean with those. So that's another one that I wear at times that both they're not hyped or nothing. It's not like a collab, you know what I mean? But like I like a lot of like just normal type shoes, and those are two that I really like. But yeah, white cement threes, fire reds. Fire reds are dope. One of my favorite Air Jordan threes of all time. But yeah, those two, can't go wrong with them either. That's a good question. Wild Boy said, "Cop the double up today on the almost." 5 minutes later, I realized I still got to get White Thunders, and I want the Supreme tote bag. Plus, Yayo just talked me into doing the Cherry Blossom raffle. Yo, Yayo will be having you spend all your money, bro. Yayo will be having you spend all your money. But yeah, those whites. I mean, the White Thunders are what's today? The 20th? Yeah, 4 days from now or something like that. I'm broke now. Mm. Ken Mason, you're going to really want it when you see it in hand. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of that. I have a friend who actually copped them today, and we actually wear the same size. And sometimes like I'll get him shoes or whatever. Sometimes he'll help me get shoes, but he's getting them, so I know I'm gonna be seeing them in hand, and I know that'll probably be the thing that like really gets me wanting to buy them and stuff. But we'll see what happens. Did you grab the White Thunder 4s? I have not grabbed them. That's another one that I'm trying not to buy. You know, like it's like I'm in rehab right now. I'm trying not to buy sneakers. I'm trying not to buy them. But in the fall, in winter, I'm gonna have all that stuff. You know what I mean? I still have my black cement threes, and I'm copping the new ones when they come out. YOLO. That's what I'm saying. My guy right there. Yeah, he was a nut. I got them today, but buying 3 Jordan 4s on Saturday. That's a lot. Getting them for the whole family. A Fits in the house. What up, James? Love a good weeknight stream. Yeah, man, I normally don't do this, but I wanted to come kick it with you guys for a little bit, man. Um we just had a release today and everything, and I just wanted to touch base and see how everybody was feeling and see what you guys did. Did you cop or not? That type of thing. Congratulate you guys on your W's. Don't really like the 4s. The color will get super dirty. That's why you gotta get your rejuvenator, man. Get your rejuvenator. You know what I'm saying? Protect it. Got a link down in the description box to save yourself some money. But yeah, spray your sneakers with this, man. Soul Priority, my guy, bro. What's up, man? You ain't getting these. My man's got some merch dropping. You ain't getting these. Let me know when they drop, bro. I'll cop a tee. Anyone like those Andre Agassi shoes coming out? I ain't even see them. Are they on sneakers? I mean, I know I ain't gonna buy them, but oh yeah, we also got a Kobe dropping. We got the Halos dropping this week. That's another release. Those I don't like the Halo, like the 9 highs, but those lows are nice. I actually like those a lot. So that's another thing, man. I still need the Baron 12s. Those actually look dope. The El Grotto 5s, Alma 4s, Mocha 1 lows, Black Toe 1s, Black Toe 14s, the Olive 9s, Fear 4s, Black Cement, Legend Blues, Blueberry 12s, Tekken Foams. Don't know how, but I'm shooting for it. That's what I mean, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of shoes coming out. And that's just this year. That's not, and all that goes right into 2025. And in 2025 is ridiculous. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's like, I like food. You know what I'm saying? I like electricity. So, you know. Ken said, I like the Fear 4s more than the White Thunder. Totally agree. I doubled up. Easiest call from Alma ever. Shout out to home base, man. Emery Black purchased 2 pair, one on Discord and one on the Alma's website. So you got the double up. That's cool. A lot of people doubled up. That's the name of it, the Fossil Stone. Fossil Stone. That's it. Different from the Phantom. Yeah. Fossil Stone. That's the name. I don't know why I can't remember that for some reason. You guys know what I'm talking about. Dawn 5s are fire. Yep. Shout out to all 80,000 of y'all, man. Appreciate you guys for being here with me tonight. Make sure you guys tap that like button though. Already got my size 11.5 in the Fossil Stone 4s. I've seen some pairs. I thought about buying them early. They're still a little bit too expensive in my opinion because I think that they're going to be probably just as available as they are for these Alma 3s. Maybe not at maybe a tad bit less or something because 4s are probably more popular, but that's going to be an obtainable shoe. So it's like, do you pay $450 now? You just wait and pay $225. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want it though. If somebody that I know, gets pairs in and they're like 300-ish, 3 something, I'll probably cop them early just to, get it out the way, make some content out of it or something. But that's a nice Jordan 4. I'm really looking forward to that one. Steve said he likes the Dusk 5s. That's a great shoe too. It's a great shoe. Dawn 5s are amazing. Do the 3s fit like the Dawns? I think he talked about that already up there a little bit. Love said easy pass on the White Thunders, but these A Ma 4s, the Fears, Black Cements will round up my year. Wasn't a heavy pickup year, and that is okay. Don't forget, guys, we also have 2 SB4s dropping in 2025. We got, it's just ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. I couldn't afford shoes this year. Hey, you know what? Like, there's always going to be there's always going to be the next shoe, man. Like, don't sweat it, bro. Don't sweat it. I've been there too. I've missed out on things over the years. In a different time in my life when I wanted stuff and I just couldn't afford it. You know what I mean? Life is expensive. You don't need you really honestly you don't need all this stuff. You really don't. When you have it and you can afford it, ball out. You know what I mean? But yeah, don't sweat it, man. There's always gonna be sneakers, and later on down the line they're gonna re-release the shoes again. So John U. Ramirez said the A Ma 95 Air Max 95 A Ma is fire. I'm not really feeling any of them except for the 3s and the 4s. That's just me. Vic said I passed waiting on some of the holiday drops. Smart girl. Been saving my funds for some future drops. Yeah, got to do that. Got to do that. I respect that. I wonder how all those people who was complaining about getting their Discord dubs canceled feel after seeing them sit today. I don't know. But like that stuff happens every release where stuff gets canceled. There's always a problem somewhere, It sucks though. I can't wait for the grade 5s. That was my first Jordan in 1990. Fits. Reimagine 3s is my favorite all-time shoe. Absolute banger. Yeah, it's a great shoe. Do you like the Fragment 3s? I do. I do like them. And I actually had a pair of them. And I overpaid for them. And then I started seeing other people's pairs that I know. Other people that I know's pairs. And they like yellowed and like were looking real bad real quick. And so I actually traded them for another sneaker. But I did like them originally. But they don't hold up very well. Royal Cement 3s are gas. Passed on the A Ma 3s, getting the White Thunders. There you go. Hey, Zeus said, why do they take them off if they didn't sell out? Who knows? You know what's crazy about the Royal Cement that you never see unless it's a collab? They come with 3 sets of laces. Yep, they do. Yeah, yep. That's great. The white, the royal, the black, all look the best bouncing off the midsole. Yeah, I think I got white laces in mine, but I originally had the black, but the blue would look cool too. But yeah, they come with 3 sets of laces. You're right. If you rock with cool gray 3s, how do you feel about the wet cement 4s? I love them. I have them. They're dope. I didn't need them. I probably shouldn't have bought them, but I'm a sucker for 4s, bro. Always been. Yayo said you were right, my brother. Man, appreciate you. Flop the Nut said Fear 4s and Columbia 11s all I need for the rest of the year. Those Columbias is going to be, that's going to be a cop too for me. I'm only going to get one pair though. I normally double up on the 11s. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm just going to buy one pair of 11s from now on, and that's it. Vic said you detoxing. Man, it's not that I'm detoxing, and it's just I'm smart, right? Like I know when I look at the release calendars, for the next 4 months and then the 12 months into the next year, I know what I'm going to be spending. I know what that's going to be for me, you know? And so it's like I could I can dig deeper and buy everything, you know what I mean? But it's really not worth, you know what I mean? It's like when you have so many shoes, you start to have shoes that look like other shoes, and it's like, oh, I really need that. You know what I'm saying? Like you start getting like more picky, you know. And to be honest with you, next year they're releasing a lot of sneakers I've always wanted. I've always wanted, and so that's what I'm gonna be spending my money on. It's mostly stuff for next year and a lot at the end of the year here. So right now it's like Black Cement threes, all my threes. Black Cement threes is gonna win. Fact said, I'm trying to pass on the white thunders because the material is garbage. So when it comes to those thunders, I got the reds, I got the regular thunders, and those materials are hit or miss. You're gonna see quality control issues with those. You always do. Um, Thankfully, you know, my red thunders weren't too bad. At a little bit of looked ashy. Wasn't too bad. My yellow thunders, those look really good. Those look almost perfect. But you know, if you look back at those releases, like they always have bad QC with those, always. And that's another reason why I'm like, do I want to do that? But on the other hand, those red thunders, those go for some money. You know what I mean? Like that's like a $400 or $500 shoe for some reason. It just is. I don't know why. You know what I mean? It just is. The Yellow Thunders is like a borderline. It's like a $300 type shoe. So this White Thunder, people probably copping it thinking it's probably gonna do that. It might. I'm not. I'm not saying it won't. But that's like the quote unquote back to school shoe. And I heard early rumors that there's gonna be 150,000 pairs of those. And I think that's cap. I think there's gonna be a lot of those. I think you'll see that sneaker restock and restock and restock and restock and restock. At different places. That'll be sort of like some of these other sneakers that have released this year. I think like that's a sneaker that is like the back. It really is the back to school sneaker. You know what I'm saying? And I think that one's going to be really really obtainable. So that's another one I don't think that you necessarily have to get right now. You know, it's hard, but for me, it's hard to pass up on a nice looking Jordan 4. So like this weekend is gonna be or this 4 days from now, whatever. That's gonna be a tough day for me, man. That's gonna be a real tough day for me. It's gonna be real tough. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Ayo James, do you think do you be rapping in the Rahusa's live or Discord? They doing sneaker battles for Labor Day. You gotta tap in. Um, yeah, yeah, he's cool. I mean, I know Crew's friends with him and stuff like that, and I've seen him, in chats and stuff like that. I think I've interacted with him here or there in the past. You know what I mean? He does his thing. But no, I have not checked out the sneaker battle on Labor Day or well at all. But yeah, if they're doing something, man, yeah, I could tap in. I could tap in for sure. Why did they take him down from the site? I was thinking about doubling up. I don't know. Kobe shock drop Saturday. Um, They're supposed to release the Halos on Friday, on the 23rd, at 10 o'clock in the morning, the highs and the lows. So I don't know what you mean by shock job. I mean, they're actually doing the release if that's what you mean. But yeah, it'll be on sneakers. Probably, um, I don't know. You have to watch Vanessa's site. There's like, what was that? That Mamba, whatever that Mamba site is. I don't know if they're going to release on there, but they're definitely going to be releasing on Nike Sneakers app. Wild Boy said, "Hey yo, what y'all think is this month's most slept on shoe? The Trouble Smile, ASIC, or Super Fire? I don't hear nobody talking about it. Maybe because it's a China exclusive. Yeah, if it's a China exclusive, yeah. Nike coming for Nike coming for 10,000 retail from sneakerheads 18 months. It's wow, bro. Like, yeah, man. It's in. I don't know. We gotta make these decisions. Jamal in the house. What's up, my guy? He said, "What up, James in chat? Congrats to all. Cop the 3 today. Sneakers are in a beautiful place these days. Yeah, it's great. It's great, man. It's great. It's really good to not fight over things. I saw some people today in Discord, saying that they, in a way, like they're glad that they were able, it's easy to cop and everything, but they were having like a little conversation in our Discord. Which, you know what, guys, if you haven't already joined our Discord, make sure you guys join our Discord, man. It's a really great place. It's totally free. It don't cost you nothing. And I'm sorry, my phone is blowing up, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, sneakers in a beautiful place. But anyways, there was like a little side conversation in there today, and I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Phil or I don't know who. I can't remember who was having a conversation, but they were saying, man, it was like, it's really great that I was able to cop these today. It's really awesome. It was like really easy and everything, but sometimes like they kind of miss like the chase. It being like a little bit difficult, not knowing if you're gonna get it or not. I see that. I mean, I can understand that to a degree, but we always have releases like that. You know what I mean? That's why I like, the sneakers app so much, because no matter how hyped it is, or how impossible it might be to hit on something, like you can hit on it. Like I've done it. I've hit on sneakers that I never thought I would get. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think that's why I love the sneakers app so much. Even though there was a periods and we all been through it where we would take L's for months and months and months at a time and things like that. But it, like, you always feel like you have a shot on that app. At least nowadays, anyways, or the past few years. During the COVID, that was a different story, man. But yeah, I can see that. But like, I would rather it be kind of more like this, where like you can get it, like you can get it. They make enough. A lot of the people that were once in the sneaker game, whether they were trying to bought everything or buy everything up, there's not enough money for them to make anymore. I'm not saying that we weeded out everybody or anything like that, because there's always going to be reselling. It's like part of the culture. But a lot of the people that weren't necessarily like, I don't know, didn't really have love for the community and just maybe just tried to take from it. A lot of those people are gone. They're selling Taylor Swift tickets and bought out Ticketmaster or whatever, and just reselling Taylor Swift tickets now. So, you know, I mean, I would much rather it be more like this, where like you can get the AMA threes. You know what I mean? You can get some of these releases, or a lot of these releases that are coming out, and the prices are even, if you don't have the money this week. Like, let's say you just didn't have the 225 today. You know what I mean? You know, you can go back and get the sneaker a little bit later, and it probably won't be that much more. You know what I'm saying? Like, as to where like 4 years ago, if you missed out on something and you couldn't get it on release day, you couldn't win a raffle or hit on the sneakers app. That sneaker that you really, really wanted that was 170 is now $600. So it just made it like almost impossible for you to get the shoe, because why would you pay $600 for a Jordan 1? You know what I mean? It's just like one of those things. But now, like, if you just don't have the money this week, like, you can go back and you might even be able to get that sneaker for below retail, which would be even cheaper than you originally were going to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a really, really good time. I don't necessarily think that this is going to stay like this, though. You know what I mean? It's been too good for too long, and now they're dropping. They're going to be dropping all these bangers. They're going to be cutting stock. They're going to be raising prices, and you know, so I would really enjoy like the next 4 months of the year. Because I think things are definitely going to change in 2025. They're expected to cut interest rates. That's going to change the economy. We're going to be changing presidents one way or another. And so, things are going to change. The economy is probably going to bounce back next year, and you're going to see, things some things going to increase in price and some things will decrease in price. Hopefully a lot of the things that are cost of living, like food and utilities and stuff like that, can come down, and then you'll see the cost of some of the goods, back to supply and demand. You're going to see stuff go up, you're going to see stuff come down, but I don't think it's going to stay exactly as good as what we have it for very long. You know what I mean? And I made a video, I think it was at the beginning of this year, like probably within the first 3 months of the year, where because I work in finance, I work in banking, and I know from what they tell us, like, and the Federal Reserve, when they raise rates, and like I kind of know when they're gonna drop the rates and stuff. So, I was just saying, if there's any sneakers that you like gotta have, they're like a grail to you, or just sneakers that you've always wanted to pick up or whatever, get them this year. Get them this year if you can afford it, because you know going into next year, that sneaker that fell, $150 in value might not be as cheap next year. So those are just things, reaching back at a time when it's a slow month period like we've had this summer, July and August and June and stuff, where there's really not like a whole lot, that was always like a good time to reach back and pick up some the sneakers that you want. But we'll see what happens. But shout out to Jamal, man. That's my guy. Jordan 3s are probably the most comfy Jordan overall to me. Yeah, they're not bad. Spirit Edge said, not gonna lie, these were huge bricks. I should have waited for them to drop under retail. You guys think these are gonna drop under retail? Under retail. I don't know about that. They might. They might. I mean, those 12s are basically free. The 5s are over retail, not by much, but they're over retail. The 1s are over retail, but still cheap. The 2s, I'm not sure about because I never look at those because I don't like 2s. The original 3s go for money. Yeah, I don't know. The fours are still over retail. So I mean, I don't know. Only time will tell. But I know that there's a lot of these. These might go for under retail. And if they go for under retail, yeah, buy them. You know what I mean? If these are $200 or something, cheaper than that 225, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, then it's a cop. You know what I mean? If you can get them for below retail, if that happens, yeah. But it's stuff like that to where like, I kind of feel like you don't necessarily got to get everything when it comes out now. You know what I mean? Like Tony said, life is living, life is life, and I'm sorry. I just started a business and it's a struggle, so I'm gonna just watch y'all get all the shoes. First of all, man, it takes a lot of guts to start a business. It takes a lot of discipline, and so salute to you on that, man. I wish you all the best. And you're gonna be working a lot. You're gonna be working by yourself a lot. You're gonna be working every day for years. Um, but if you work really hard, man, like you'll find success, man, and then you won't have to work as much. I'm not sure when they drop. Love Life said, remember that none of this is a need. They're all wants that we can certainly live without. That's true. Great Fives were my first pair in 1990 also. I need to double up on the black cement 3s, black toe 1s, legend blue 11s, triple up on. Yo, Wild Boy's a nut, man. Could these actually go for less than retail in a couple of months? I'm tracking to see if these become AMA 12s. You know what? There's a lot of these, man. There's a lot of these. You know what? But if you cop them, wear them. You know what I mean? If you cop them, wear them. I heard they took them off because they felt embarrassed. They getting slept on, and they're called while you were sleeping. Ooh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, listen, like they got to sell them somehow. You know what I mean? Like they're not just gonna just not sell those shoes. So they'll probably put them on the sneakers app, sell them in store. Um, you'll see. Like like I said, I don't know, and who knows if they really were slept on. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know, Nike does. Remember with the wet cement fours? Nike, like they sold out real quick, right? They sold out real quick. Then there was a restock. Then there was a restock. Then there was a restock. You know what I mean? So who really knows what happened? Yeah, James, no need to double up on the 11s anymore. I don't rock them that much anyways. I have actually never doubled up on any pairs of sneakers. I have wanted to like I've wanted to like on the A Ma Maniére 5s and the reimagined breads, but never did. Yeah, doubling and tripling up is something that I gotta stop doing. Are the Columbia 11s going to be referred to as Columbia or Legend Blue? I'm going to assume it's going to be called Legend Blue. When the lows dropped a few years back, they were Legend Blue lows. I'm going to assume they're sticking with that. I need the OG Concords low key. Just wait. I'm sure we'll see him again in a couple years or something. Black Cement 3s, Columbia 11, White Cement 4, Gray 5s, Flu Game 12s, all on the list. Yep. Don't forget Shatter Backboards and everything else. SB4s, 2 of them. Depocalypse 22. Hell yeah, the material is garbage. Trash for them Panda 4s. Robbie Boy. Hi, James. I copped a pair off the EQL raffle. Dope. Gonna cost me a fortune to get them up here to me in Canada. Yeah, man, that Canada, like that conversion stuff is horrible. And then the shipping too. That's tough. Black toe highs, black cement 3s, metallic. That's right, metallic 5 reimagine, SB4s, Union 1s, UNC 1. Yeah, that's what I mean, guys. So when you hear me pass on a sneaker, you have to know that A, it hurt, but B, I'm trying to plan, man. I'm trying to plan. Those Kobe's that glow in the dark is a must cop for me this year too. I hit on the social status raffle, so I passed today. Shout out to Super K, man. Appreciate you always supporting me, man. Yayo put in the chat the Discord link. I just came up across. Let me see if I can find it. There it goes. I pinned it to the top of the chat. So if you guys haven't yet already joined the Discord, man, link right at the top of the chat. Click on that. Join the Discord. It's free. Great community, man. So appreciate that if you guys want to join up, be part of the community. Supercase said, I'm passing on the 4s and the Kobe's. October, November, December are going to be expensive. Exactly. They definitely are. Yayo said, my sneakers app is goated, but I do miss sometimes. James, your size 8.5. We're going for 312 on StockX for the A Ma 3s. They about to shoot up. Go get them. I think they're going to come down. I think they're going to come down. Because everybody right now kind of thinks that they're bricks, and they're going to be trying to get rid of them, and you're going to see the price come down a little bit. But, anything could happen. Anything could happen. They're definitely worth $225. Don't get me wrong. Like, they're definitely worth retail. It's definitely worth picking up, man. I wouldn't feel bad about your purchase, no matter what people try to say. I mean, Alma always gives you a nice presentation, nice box, nice materials. Like, I mean, it's a good shoe, no matter what. Remember when the Alma Maniére 3 was almost $1,000 though? Wow, they've crashed. Also too, that was a different time. That was during the COVID times, man. Things ain't gonna ever be like that ever again. You know what I mean? And they still go for a good amount of money, but I don't think it was. Dude, there was what was it? I just got rid of them I traded it for a Travis Scott, but those Hyper Royal ones, dude, at one point in time, those were like $500 or $600. You know what I mean? And now they're like two something, 220. A lot of those sneakers that were inflated came down in price. A lot of sneakers came down in price. But yeah, I remember when those were going crazy, and people were paying it. People were paying it, man, because that was when like Alma really started to become popular and stuff. Was that Alma 3? I hope the older Alma 3s don't creep back up because of these. I still haven't copped those yet. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Kicking it with SB said these 3s are sitting and will go below retail. I hope they do so I can get them cheap. Is there a Kobe shock drop for his birthday? I haven't heard anything about a shock drop. All I know is that they're doing the release on Friday, I believe. Is it Friday? The 23rd. And they got clothes too. Actually, the gear don't look bad. I'm sure it's going to be more than I want to pay, but like the hoodie and stuff actually looks pretty dope. I might cop that. The cost of living these days has woken people up. The US dollar doesn't go as far as it once did. People are forced to cut back in some form or another. Yeah. Exactly. Miles Cage. Hey James. Hey, how you doing, Miles? It's odd the sneakers hasn't loaded the shoe. Maybe they were Alma exclusive. Nah, it's not weird. Normally it's later. It's always at a later time. Dominic Pacheco. Turned out I was capping and gave in, bro. Took a W on the Alma threes. Hey, listen, I understand, bro, because like I almost did that today, bro. I was sitting at work at my desk, and like when the time came, I went on my phone, and I was like, let me see what the queue says, and then I made the decision not to buy the shoe, but I was close to buying the shoe. I'm not gonna lie to you, it wasn't an easy pass. Like this was not an easy pass for me. Um, But we'll see. I'm still waiting for that other Air Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére. Like, I want to know what's going on with that because they're actually on Goat, and I don't know. I didn't check StockX, but they're on Goat for sale. They're like $2,000, and I don't know. Supposedly there might be a seventh release out of this whole while you were sleeping thing, and maybe it's that one. Maybe it's a friends and I don't know what's going on with that, but I really like that one. And you can go watch all my game film from all the live streams for the past like couple of months. I've been talking about that sneaker, and I don't know. And I was disappointed that it wasn't coming out with this release because you know how we were getting two AMA 5s, two 12s. I was like, oh, we're getting two AMA 3s. I was like, okay, so like that was the one that I always planned to get. It wasn't that. It was not this one. It was not this one for me. But we'll see what happens. Merch is cool. Jordan 2 A Ma Maniére going for 189 and a size 11 and a half. What had what had happened was RX Flyfishing said, "Dude, James, you're a boss for not giving in. I gave in." Yeah, yeah. Uh, it was tough, man. It's tough, bro. It wasn't easy because especially because I really like A Ma Maniére. I really like A Ma Maniére. I mean, like I'm a Pittsburgh guy, and Mr. Whitaker is from Pittsburgh. Like he's from here, and I have social status down the street, and I always like all the stuff that they did. I like what they do, and coming from where I come from, and coming from where he came from, not many people actually like make it out of here and like become successful. Like not many people at all, and so I always root for him. You know what I mean? Like he's the home team guy. And so, and for those of you guys that don't know, and all moment your social status, APB, it's all the same thing, basically. It's just different. Um, they market to different demographics or whatever, but it's all the same company, basically. And so, I'm a huge All Maniére fan, man. Like, I'm a huge fan. And so, you know, um, I don't know. I always think about like DMing him and be like, yo, like, hey, send me some shoes and stuff. You know what I mean? But I never do. But I always think to do it. Even if like I gotta pay for them or whatever, like maybe get them early or something like that. But I always think to do that. But I know he responds to people. I see people like DM him all the time. I think Crew has talked to him multiple times. Shout out to the HHSB crew. Shout out to him. I think he's talked to him a couple of times and stuff like that, and some other people. But like I said, like I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the brand. I'm a fan of just how he did it. Like he just came from where I come from, which isn't the greatest place to be honest with you. There's some great places in Pittsburgh, some nice neighborhoods and everything, but like like I'm from the city, bro. Like the city, like, and I'm still here. Like I never left. Like I'm literally still in the same, not necessarily the same neighborhood I grew up in, but next door. I'm next door to where I grew up, and it's basically the same area, anyways. But to have him to see what he did and all that, like it's inspiring. Either friends and family or numbered and limited. Yeah. Of course, the one I like is the one that would be the hardest to obtain. uh Canadian Waiver said I got them on the raffle Sunday at 285, all in that $60 international shipping hurt. Ooh, but I wanted them, so it's worth it. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming on here tonight, man. There's 66,000 of y'all in the building. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm probably gonna make a video or something tomorrow, maybe drop Thursday, or maybe make a couple videos the rest of the week. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Once again, guys, for those of you guys that missed it at the beginning of the stream, I'm doing a giveaway at 15,000 subscribers, 400 and change away from there. If you're new, please sub up to the channel, share the videos out, hit that like button. It really helps to put these videos in front of more people so that we can get this 15K. I'm going to be giving away any sneaker, any size, up to $500 on one of these live streams. Every Friday night, we go live on this channel for the Soul to Soul podcast. And if you guys follow me for a while, you guys know that's a great conversation piece every single week, no matter who shows up. And join the Discord. Got the link at the top of the chat. And hold on, what else we got here? D Real said, James, there's a lot of people from the Berg in the Discord. There's a lot of people. You know and you know what's cool about that is, like, I think I might be the only sneaker content creator in Pittsburgh. I might be. I'm not 100% on that, but I might be the only one. And it's weird because like Marcus, Crown Kicks, and Fac, and Berg, and a bunch of people that have been in this stream tonight, or have been following me, or like they found me through just watching sneaker content, you know what I mean? And Marcus and like all you guys, like, it's really cool because they're from my city, you know what I mean? I've never like met them in person or anything like that yet, but it's really cool to get some love from my city, man. Because Pittsburgh is not like we're a sports town, you know what I mean? Like, we don't get like these sneaker conventions here all like that. There's one or so here or there that come through here, but it's not like the biggest, sneaker kind of community. It's not Chicago, it's not New York, it's not it's not nice like Florida. It's cold here 9 months out of the year and stuff like that. So it's it kind of makes sense. But I've met a ton of really cool people because I do content, because I make videos, and um it's just amazing, how many cool people that's like just liking sneakers has gotten me in front of, and I've been able to talk to. And I thank you for that, man. Just being accepted and being a part of something, and in turn, you guys are a part of what I'm doing. And it's really, really cool. So, and even like my friends on YouTube that, I've met because of this, like, awesome. Like, I literally have conversations with these like homegrown. Like, I talked to him tonight before I came on here. I talked to him for 2 hours on the phone the other day. And it becomes more than just sneakers. I mean, you start to know about their lives, and you become a part of their lives. And it's just it's crazy with like some rubber, and what I mean, some materials can actually bring you like friendships and stuff. So, but I love you guys, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. And I'm gonna keep giving back. When we hit these goals, I'm gonna keep giving back. Like I said, I want to do these giveaways at 15,000, 18,000, and then 20,000 by the end of the year. Like, that's the goal. I don't know if we'll get there, you know what I mean? But like, it's not going to be because I didn't try or we didn't try, you know what I mean? But I'm planning to do it. I'm trying to get there. So, share the vids out, man. Hit the like button. And, I'll see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. We'll go live on Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you guys for everything. Have a great night. And I don't know if Homegrown's going live tonight. He was supposed to, but he has a small injury, and I don't know if he's going to go live. But if he does go live, I'll probably jump on there for a little bit, and if not, maybe he'll do it tomorrow or something. Like, I'm not really sure. But either way, I'll be in touch very, very soon, and you guys stay safe out there. I love you. Have a great night.